Nobody asked, but I think Devolver Digital is a pretty underrated publisher. They've backed several pretty awesome games like Enter the Gungeon, Downwell, Titan Souls, Reigns, Broforce, Katana Zero, and now they've added another gem to their library in the form of My Friend Pedro. My Friend Pedro is a 2D parkour platforming John Wick. You're sold, right? Do I even need to say anything else? Alright, fine. You might be wondering who this Pedro fellow is. He's a banana. I've been pretty excited to play this game for a while, but mostly I've just been curious about this banana. Who is he? What does he want? Who does he work for? Why do I see him in my dreams? It's a pretty wacky story. Pedro the Banana is like the little shoulder angel and devil consciences you see in old movies, except the banana just cracks jokes and tells you how to kill people. First you gotta take down this butcher dude that sells guns and rat meat, then you go to a mercenary Christmas party, except then they try to kill you. Then you gotta go to the banana land where you literally have to destroy the haters. This game was not afraid to embrace its goofy, Deadpool-esque tone, and it triumphs because of it. Now the combat and the level design, these are the real reasons to play the game, okay? Right up there next to the banana. You're flipping off walls, grabbing ropes to swing from, but you gotta swing from your legs so you can shoot two guns at the same time. You land on a barrel to roll into bad guys, and the whole time the banana's like, yes, kill him! You're zooming down Main Street in a motorcycle shooting guys off of other motorcycles. You're bouncing off trampolines shooting some dudes in a morph suit yelling YouTube troll comments. You're blasting dudes with a shotgun, then jumping down a corridor, switching to the Uzis, and dispatching enemies on all sides in slow motion. It's very fun. There's a good chunk of levels, and some have more replay value than others. I think when I replay this game, I'm probably gonna blow through Chapter 1 or just skip it altogether. It's not bad, it's just the training grounds. And there's so much stuff they added to all the other chapters, like environmental stuff and new weapons, that once you learn the ropes, Chapter 1 is made kind of redundant, except for this level. Also, I won't spoil the ending, but as the game comes to a close, it manages to get harder without any huge difficulty spikes, and the final level is crazy and awesome. There's a rating like those in Sonic games where you're graded overall on how you did, from C for could have been better to S for superb or something. Now make sure you don't get a C rank, because if you do, you will experience true heartbreak. Pedro the Banana will be disappointed in you. On the other end of the spectrum, if you get an S rank, you'll make Pedro so excited his face will turn into a cat. Now, this game isn't perfect. There are times when there's so much going on screen it's hard to tell what's going on. Most of the time the game balances this very nicely with a slow motion focus effect you can trigger to try to line up your shots in crazier levels, but there are still points in the game where even with the slow-mo, it still looks like this. The camera can be a little wonky when changing directions too fast, but eventually you get kind of used to it. It's not the longest game in the world, but like I said, most of the chapters have a lot of good replay value. One thing I think would have been really cool would be to have a level editor so people could make their own levels and share them with people to offset the shorter length of the campaign. Now keep in mind, I'm not complaining at all. When I got this game, it was only $16, and it's absolutely worth that price. But I would have happily paid $30 or $40 for a longer campaign and a level editor. Finally, the controls can be a bit difficult to maneuver at times, but once you get in the groove, the fast-paced combat, the great level design, and of course Pedro the Banana make this a game I'll recommend to any of my friends. This game gets a nice big 3 out of 5. If it were a little longer or it had a way to get new levels, it would have been a 4, but as it stands, it's still a really good game, and it's more than worth its $20 price point.